Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm only going to read about half of the article here. There is a link in the description if you'd like to go through that yourself. And I will let you know that this article was published a week ago, so I am pretty slow in informing you about this topic here, but it is pretty interesting. And also, I've got a feeling, got a sneaky suspicion that you may not have come across this topic before. It may not have been that heavily publicized in most mainstream news outlets, is my guess. And it's an incident, well, it's an arrest in regards to a 13-year-old schoolboy, an English schoolboy, has been arrested on suspicion of being Britain's youngest jihadi. So there was a police investigation in regards to the sharing of extreme Islamist material online. We don't know the nature of the extreme Islamist material that was being disseminated. We don't know the details of that, but my guess, complete guess, is that it would perhaps involve ISIS beheadings, that kind of thing, but more likely jihadist rhetoric, which I believe would be, pro Islamist, I presume, and anti-West. Really, is my guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Feel free to educate me in the comments. Could be in regards to domestic terrorism. So he was investigated, I believe, by the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command, who arrested him about a week ago on suspicion of dissemination of terrorist material. So again, I don't know what that terrorist material is, but I would guess, could be entirely wrong, but I would guess that that would be in regards to performing domestic terrorist attacks of various kinds, which we know happen. So he's been taken into custody, but the smart boys of in England decided to let him go. That he's been given bail, so he's going to face a trial or a hearing or such in mid-June. But for the time being, he's a free schoolboy. He's not being held. Is that wise? No, it's not wise. I mean, you have juvenile detention facilities in England, don't you? Of course you do. You do elsewhere in other countries. So why the heck are they not holding him? To me, that doesn't make sense. Oh, he's only 13. He needs to be with his family. Well, okay, fine. He may only be 13, but he's not an innocent little boy if he's suspected of disseminating terrorist material, is he? Just why are you pretending he's a sweet little boy if he's been arrested under suspicion of disseminating terrorist material? It makes no sense. There should be a juvenile facility. He should be held within it. So the article tells us that Commander Richard Smith, head of the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command, said that while it is still very rare for such a young person to be arrested for a terrorism offence, in recent times we have seen a worrying increase in the number of teenagers being drawn into terrorism. Well, Richard Smith, if it's worrying, fucking detain him in a juvenile detention centre or facility. Yeah, don't let him go off and do whatever he wants. I mean, not only because presumably there's a risk that he will continue to disseminate terrorist information in one form or another. I guess there's the risk that he will attempt to act out or recruit others. We don't know. But also because of the message that it sends to him and others in the community. If you're just going to let them go or not detain them, what kind of message does that send? The message is you'll get away with it. That's pretty much all I want to go through in regards to this article here. So a 13-year-old boy in England, we don't know his name, we don't know his full background, but he's been arrested in regards to potentially being a jihadist, disseminating terrorist, pro-extreme Islamist material online. I don't like this little kid. This little kid's a punk. He deserves a fucking clip round the ear roll. And by the way, I don't believe in corporal punishment. Maybe I do. Yeah, look, he's a little scumbag. I'm sorry, he's a little scumbag. If he's guilty of this, he's a little scumbag and he deserves punishment. He doesn't deserve being given a pass and being bailed out. Anyway, I'm wrapping things up at this point. If you do like this content, please do like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to thank you for your time.